Fresh, flavorful, and delightfully simple, the sun-kissed Italian cuisine is dolce vita on the plate. In this video, we want to show you some of the best Italian dishes that you absolutely must try on your next trip to Italy. You're watching The Art of Food, a place where you can come and feast your eyes on all things delicious. Carbonara. As with many recipes, the origin of the dish and its name are obscure. However, most sources trace its origin to the region of Lazio. The dish forms part of a family of dishes involving pasta with bacon, cheese, and pepper. The carbonara we know today is prepared by simply tossing spaghetti with guanciale or cured pork jowl, egg yolks, and pecorino romano cheese. Despite its simplicity, this dish remains one of Rome's favorites, equally popular throughout the country. Focaccia. Often associated with Ligurian cuisine, focaccia is one of Italy's most popular and delicious types of bread. Its name derives from the Latin term panis focaccius, which means flat bread baked on the hearth. Although there are countless varieties throughout Italy, the classic focaccia alla genovese, locally known as fugassa, found in Genoa and the villages along the Italian Riviera, is said to be the best in the world. This is typically made with a combination of soft and hard wheat flour, yeast, water, salt, and high-quality extra virgin olive oil. Outside Liguria, focaccia is often flavored with herbs, as well as garlic, tomatoes, and basil. A popular variant is focaccia al rosmarino, focaccia with rosemary, which is frequently served as an antipasto or table bread. Tiramisu. Light and creamy, the tiramisu is a well-known dessert sought after by locals and travelers alike. Ingredients such as ladyfingers, coffee, eggs, sugar, cocoa, and mascarpone cheese required in the preparation of this sweet treat. Even though tiramisu is actually a fairly recent invention, this dessert of coffee-soaked ladyfingers layered with mascarpone cream enjoys an iconic status among Italian desserts. Its name stems from the phrase tirami-su, an Italian expression which literally means "pick me up," a reference to the uplifting effects of sugar, liquor, and coffee. Tortellini. Tortellini are ring-shaped pasta originally from the Italian region of Emilia, in particular Bologna and Modena. Traditionally, they are stuffed with a mix of meats such as pork loin, raw prosciutto, mortadella, Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, egg, and nutmeg, and served in capon broth. Tortellini are cooked in water, stir-fried with sage and butter, and served with broth. This famous pasta originates from the Emilia-Romagna region. If you are traveling to Modena or Bologna, you should try authentic tortellini. Gelato. Italians didn't invent the ice cream, but they certainly perfected the process over the centuries. The history of Italian gelato dates back to the Renaissance period, but who exactly created the creamy frozen dessert? No one knows. Most stories on this topic relate that gelato was invented at the court of the Medici in Florence, either by Florentine architect and designer Bernardo Bontalenti or by the court's alchemist Cosimo Ruggieri. Nowadays, there are around 37,000 gelaterie throughout Italy. Real gelato is made daily by artisans, and unlike regular ice cream, it contains less fat, less air, and much more natural flavoring. Gnocchi. Gnocchi pasta is one of the most popular traditional foods in Italy. Gnocchi refer to small-end thick dumplings, but these Italian dumplings are traditionally homemade from potatoes and cheese. But depending on the Italian region, they can be made from semolina or wheat flour or breadcrumbs instead of potatoes. Gnocchi pasta are prepared by boiling in salted water and served with a tasty sauce. Pizza. There are so many fantastic traditional dishes in Italy, But perhaps no other sums up the very essence of Italian cooking better than pizza napoletana. History, simplicity, and fresh high-quality ingredients all come together to create what many consider the perfect and most authentic type of pizza. Invented in Naples somewhere between the 18th and 19th centuries, Neapolitan pizza is basically a flatbread topped with tomatoes, mozzarella cheese, and extra virgin olive oil. In reality, making a true pizza napoletana is an art and requires much more than just 3 or 4 simple ingredients. The tomatoes must be grown in the volcanic soil of San Marzano sul Sarno, a small town near Naples, while the dough must be made with specific ingredients, formed by hand and crowned only with mozzarella di bufala campana. Furthermore, this type of pizza must be baked in a wood-fired oven that uses 2 types of wood at 900 degrees for 60 to 90 seconds. Nope, that's not something you can order at 4 a.m. at your door during a Netflix session. There are 3 official versions of pizza napoletana, but margherita is the most famous. The legend says that this classic dish in the colors of the Italian flag was created by Neapolitan pizza maker Raffaele Esposito in 1889, when Margherita of Savoy, queen consort of the Kingdom of Italy, visited the city. Fiorentina. The Florentine evokes in the collective memory a large beefsteak. Few outside Florence know exactly what it is and what to expect after ordering it. Most of the time, a piece of meat, even abundant, scorched, of irregular thickness and difficult to cut, reaches the table. The traveler should know that there are 2 Florentine cuts and are known as steak in the fillet and steak in the rib. Generally outside of Florence, when the good is good, only the first is known. The real Florentine is obtained from specimens of Chianina bread. The meat should be matured for about 20 days, and when cut, it looks like a classic T-bone steak. The weight must vary between 750 grams and 1,250 grams with a minimum thickness of 3 fingers. Before cooking, the piece of meat must be brought to room temperature. The flame must be brought to a very high cooking temperature, and the times must not exceed 4 to 5 minutes on each side. No addition of cooking flavors, only some coarse salt at the end. Lasagna. One of the world's oldest pasta recipes, lasagna is a traditional Italian comfort food made by alternating layers of pasta sheets, meat, sauce, and cheese. Although there are countless ways to prepare Garfield's favorite food, the most popular variation remains the classic lasagna alla bolognese, made with ragu or meat-based bolognese sauce, bechamel sauce, and Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. Lasagna napoletana, on the other hand, contains meatballs, sausage, as well as ricotta and mozzarella cheese instead of bechamel sauce, and is usually served in Naples during the Carnevale. There is some dispute as to whether it was invented during the Middle Ages in Naples, or its origins can be traced way back to ancient Greece. But one thing's for sure, lasagna is one of the most delicious baked dishes Italy has to offer. Unfortunately, that's all we have time for in today's video. What is your favorite Italian food? Let us know in the comments section below. If you haven't already, please support the channel by subscribing, giving us a like, and dinging that notification bell, so we can keep on bringing you the videos we know you want and love. This has been The Art of Food. We hope you worked up an appetite. Bye-bye for now. See you.